History is filled with horrific executions, tangled webs of conspiracy, and frightening moments. One man's lust for a woman begins to fade, and his eyes begin to wander for someone new. My name is Candy. I want to share a historical fiction novel I recently read and found to be filled with intriguing details of the most frightening moment in English history. Bring Up the Bodies by Hilary Mantel. The New York Times reported, "It is astringent and purifying, stripping away the cobwebs and varnish of history, the antique formulations and brocaded sentimentality of costume drama novels, so that the English past comes to seem like something vivid, strange, and new." Mantel's literary artistry shows in her descriptive narrative. Here is a clip from the novel about Thomas Cromwell, chief minister to the king, as he looks at his portraits. "Christ, I look like a murderer." And his son Gregory said, "Didn't you know?" Cromwell is described as, "If he had a grievance against you, you wouldn't like to meet him at the dark of the moon." His father Walter used to say, "My boy Thomas, give him a dirty look and he'll gouge your eye out. Trip him and he'll cut off your leg." Mantel's characters are surrounded by issues of trust, fear, anxiety, doubt, paranoia. Anne Boleyn was a stunningly beautiful woman from a powerful family. She has been at the center of gossip and malice for 3 terrifying weeks. Summer is coming to an end, and her husband, who had battled for 7 years to put what has become known as a poisoned wedding ring on her finger, has become disenchanted with the charismatic Anne. All of this torture, imprisonment, because at 34 she hasn't given him a son. Anne's last words before her execution are scripted to appease the king. What do you think would have been Anne's last words had there not been any consequences? Wendy Smith from the Washington Post said, "Sardonic humor, particularly in scenes with not nearly as dumb as she seems Jane Seymour, leavens the ominous mood. Gruffly compassionate toward villains and victims alike, Mantel reveals this weakness and cruelties bundled up in a flawed humanity we share." So have a seat and prepare yourself for the obstacle women take to get their hands on the poisoned wedding ring, and the conspiracy the men partake in to get what they want. Grab a copy of Bring Up the Bodies by Hilary Mantel.